Hi, my name is Amanda. Today I decided to go ahead and kind of do like a chit chat, get ready with me kind of thing. I've already moisturized my face. Now, there is a point to this video, and I'll get into that. First of all, I'm going to start with my NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. Hopefully this will be the last time that I use this today. Actually, yep. No more. The point of this video, and if you see me looking here, I'm just simply looking at my vanity, is I actually didn't know this for like a really long time. And if you watch a lot of beauty guru videos, you'll see the same thing. There's people that go ahead and use primers, then they set the primer, and then they go ahead and put on a base. Well, we all know that eyeshadow primer is to stop creasing, to stop your eyeshadow from creasing. And the base, I guess, is supposed to make the colors more vibrant. So, the question is, if you use a base like the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk, which is what I'll be using today, will it, and you set it, will it actually stop the creasing? Also, because I do have oily eyelids and I do crease. That's just, a lot of people crease, and that's why the eyeshadow primer is so wonderful. So, if the base goes ahead and stops the creasing if you set it, why are we spending $20 or more for an eyeshadow primer? Granted, you know, I get mine on sale whenever the Urban Decay one goes on sale, and you know, there's other cheaper alternatives. There's the e.l.f. one that's great. But if we can get away with just a base and the colors be vibrant and it not crease, and NYX at Ulta is always on sale, pretty much anyway, why wouldn't we save some money? So today I'm going to actually put that to the test and see if that's the case. Next, now that I blend it all in, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Erase Paste. I'm in number 2 medium. Now these things are going to include some of my Project Pan stuff, like the NYX Angel Veil was part of my Project Pan. Pretty much everything is. And if it's not, I'll tell you, like this concealer, it's not part of it. My powder that I use, it's not part of it. Because those are just things I'm not trying to ever get rid of. I hope to have an endless supply of it and it never go bad. Take my beauty blender. I'm going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm in 004 Sandstorm. I'm upset. I've hit pan. I don't want to ever run out of this, but that's okay. It's only a few dollars, right? I just buff that in the skin, and I'm using my Real Techniques multitask brush. I really like this brush. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Lip Exfoliator by e.l.f. And kind of just do that. It really exfoliates the lips. And it's what, $3? You know, well, before my Project Pan, it was just sitting there, and it's so fantastic. If you see this, it's so fantastic, and it smells really sweet. And it keeps your lips really soft, and I use it even if I don't use liquid lipstick. Now, next I'm going in with my NARS Blush in Orgasm. just kind of do that. Now, if you guys are expecting contouring or anything like that, I don't do that. I don't contour. I just do me. Do I highlight? Oh yeah. Highlighting is my jam. I don't know if you can tell, but yep, I really like this color. It's really pretty. Okay, next I am going in with my little mini sample of Benefit High Beam. I'm not a really big fan of cream highlighters, so I more kind of use it as a base. I put 4 marks right there. I'm going to do the same over here, right at the top of the cheekbones, going down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, like so. Then I'm going to take my Beauty Blender again, and I'm going to just kind of tap that in. And I go ahead and I set it with powder, don't worry. I'm just not a big fan of this. I think it's a lot more work than what it's worth. But since I had a sample, I didn't want to just sit there. It certainly helps the highlighter last long. If you put that down as like a base, at least I think so. I don't know. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani blush palette, and I am going to take the color Hush, which is right here, Real Techniques setting brush. It's perfect highlighter brush, at least for me. Take a little bit right there. I think this color is really pretty for the cheeks, but as far as down the bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow, I think it's too dark. But I do like to be seen from space. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to be taking is this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It's in Moonstone, and it is really, really pretty. I really like it. It's just a little sample size. It's part of my Project 100 pan to get through. Anyway, I'm going to take the same brush, dip it in, do the Cupid's bow, and that's it. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Sorry, I can't sing. I don't even want to try. Whatever. Now, for what I'm going to do, the whole point of this video right here is this. I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to put it all over my eyelids. Not all, I'm going to put it at the top and kind of, if you could see what I'm doing here. I know, you're not supposed to hold your eyes. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna kind of just blend that in a little bit with my fingers. Don't worry, my hands are clean. Next, what I'm going to do, besides hope and pray that this takes care of the creasing, I'm going to actually set this, and I am going to be using, I'm using this double-ended brush by Laura Geller. It came with the So Scrumptious kit, and I'm going to actually use this end right here. It's sort of like a, it's like a bigger eyeshadow brush that you can get in the kits. And I'm going to take my Naked 2 Basics palette. I'm going to take this first color, and it's in Skimp right here. And I'm going to set that all over the eyelid. I figured that this right here was the best brush to kind of use for this. At least I have found anyway. Now, on to the fun stuff. At least I think so. And that's the eyeshadow. Obviously, as you know, I'm panning the Naked palette this year. Okay, I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush, and it is, I think this is the Essential Crease Brush. It's really small, and I'm going to dip that into Naked. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my crease. And if you hear vibrating, it's my phone. I want to show you guys my palette, but I can't. It's a surprise. Alright, I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to actually dip it into Buck, which is the other matte shadow in the Naked palette. I'm really been trying to go ahead and, you know, do different combinations with the same colors that I've been doing to not get bored, you know. And so far it's been pretty successful. Whenever I get bored, I just add glitter. Or add like a gold look. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Sigma pencil brush, it's the E30 brush, and I'm going to dip it into Dark Horse. And I'm going to put that in my outer V. And kind of bring it up into the crease a little bit. Now here's the part that, if you could see that, here's the part where it's going to get really interesting because I end up taking Creep and Gunmetal together and doing the same thing, kind of going over that Dark Horse. One thing that I've noticed while diving into the Naked palette even farther and farther, the darker shadows, not exactly sure if it'll do it today, but it's been kind of making a mess for me. There's been a lot of fallout and it's surprising. So I'm going to take this brush again and I'm going to dip that into Buck, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend that out. Everything that I've done I'm going to blend out. Kind of go into windshield wiper motions, circular motions, whatever I feel like at the moment. So there's no harsh lines. I really need to learn how to go ahead and set up this camera better. I'll get better. Gonna do the other eye. I am going to take my flat brush. It is my eye shading brush by Sigma. It's the E55. And I'm going to put that in Half Baked, which is the gold shade in the Naked palette. And I'm going to kind of just put that in the inner, inner part of my eye. See? Really pretty. I really like this look. Like next, I'm going to take my angle brush, which is another one that I can't find. What in the world? Why can't I find crap today? Who came in here? I swear, I think my dogs ate them. So instead of I know Casey will get a kick out of that one right there. Instead, I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush. It's okay, it's an old crease brush, and I'm going to dip that into Virgin. If I can't find it, hey, it's probably in the other room needing to be washed. I need to go and pick up some brush cleaner today. And I'm going to put that on my brow bone. Only thing I don't like about the crease brush is the fact that it does it too much. So it puts too much on the lid, but I think I know where the other one is. My other brush is actually in the other room, needing to be washed. I bet you that's where it is. In fact, I know that's where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Real Techniques brush again. And I'm going to dip it in Dark Horse again. Kind of deepen up the crease a little bit more. I really like Dark Horse in the crease. Now, if you think I'm done, I am not. Next thing, I'm going to take this pencil brush right here. It is my Couture Cosmetics. And I'm going to dip it into Virgin. And I'm going to kind of just put that in the inner, right here, if you could see, just the inner part of my eye. Or the lash line, I should say. And then I'm going to dip that into Sin and do the same thing. I really like the effect that it gives. Then I'm going to dip a little tiny bit in Half Baked. Next, I'm going to take my other pencil liner that I've been using, and I'm going to dip this into Dark Horse, Creep, and Gunmetal. Then I'm going to do the outer part right here, kind of to And it kind of blends if you go from here to here. It kind of just blends right into the inner corner where you highlighted. I've been really loving the darker looks that I've been doing in a previous Get Ready With Me that I did, or tutorial, where I took crepe and gunmetal and half baked all over the lid. I really like that, but you know, sometimes I do like a brighter look, and I'm glad that, you know, panning 8 shadows at a time, I don't know, just makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to go back into Naked and I'm going to blend that out on the bottom, if you could see that right there. Not too much. I'm going to take my Urban Decay liner and Rockstar. It's part of my project. And I'm going to line, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I do tug like this only because, you know, that's just what I do. I'm not talented. My eyeliner game is not on fleek, okay? And oh my God, I hate that word fleek. But whatever, it's not there. My talent's not there, so I do have to go ahead and do that. And I know this is purple, but watch, I'll fix this in a second. I love these pencil liners. They're so creamy. And they stay. So, see how look at that, see? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil brush once again, and I'm going to go into Dark Horse, Creep, and Gunmetal. And I'm going to go ahead and put that over top of Rockstar, the eyeliner. That way it no longer looks purple. I have nothing against purple eyeliner. I really don't. In fact, I love purple. It's my favorite color. However, because I'm doing Project 100 pan, I have a ton of deluxe size eyeliners that I need to go through. And I'm trying to kind of go from the smallest to the biggest, so that's what I'm doing. Sometimes I let it go, other times I don't. Today's one of those days. Next, I'm going to take this brush again, my shader brush. Yeah, I'm going to take this brush. And I am going to go ahead and go into Virgin. And I'm going to put this in my inner corner. Like so. Then I'm going to go into Sin and do the same thing. Then I'm going to actually go into Half Baked. Layering this, I think, is really gorgeous. Kind of makes your eyes kind of just pop. I think, at least for me, I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the look that it gives. So, next, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Lash Primer. It's just the deluxe sample size. I think this is actually almost done. At least I hope so, and I won't be repurchasing this. But if I get a sample, that's fine. See? Coats the lashes. And then I'm going to go in with my Holy Grail mascara and a by Benefit, or They're Real by Benefit. I was going to start with this because it is in my Project 100 pan. It's the Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus Mascara. But the way that I saw it was, the way that I see it, is that this one is more expensive and it's open, and I would rather go ahead and use this first. And if the other one dries up, I'm only out a couple dollars, you know, as opposed to this, I'm out what, 24? So yeah, I want to use this up first. That's my logic anyway. Now, a little trick that you could do to make your mascara last longer. Never do this, never go in and pump like that. Take it in, swirl it around, and then pull it out. Because if you do that, it actually dries out the mascara faster. And I know once your mascara dries out, there are ways to save it, but I've never done that before. So I can't say if it works or not. I'm pretty sure it does. Do my bottom lashes. I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't like the look of it, so I just always do my top lashes. No big deal. I don't know if you could tell, but I love it. If you ever want to splurge on a high-end mascara, get this, because I've only done, what, 1 or 2 coats. Next, I'm going in with Stargazer. It's another Urban Decay liner. And I'm going to put this in my waterline. I'm not a big fan of putting pencil in the waterline unless it's like a lighter shade, like it's gold or pink or something like that, and even then I don't do it all the time. But it really makes your eyes open up more too. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my NYX pencil, lip pencil in mauve. As you can see, it's getting down to the wire, and I'm going to line my lips. I'm not perfect on lining my lips, but, you know. But what I do is I fill them all in, if you can see. Alright, next I'm going into my Smashbox liquid lipstick. This is what I'm trying to pan this time right now. If anybody knows the size of this, or how many ounces you get in this, let me know, because I can't find it online. I might end up just doing one check-in. It just depends, because I don't feel good. But I think probably like a 4 or 5 hour window would be really good to know if it's creasing. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my e.l.f. setting spray and I'm going to spray it. Oh, I'm almost out. Now, one thing I do want to say is there's this wonderful woman that I have actually had the pleasure of talking to that makes her own MAC Fix Plus, and I actually ended up getting some MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So once my e.l.f. spray is gone, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delve into this. But I would love to actually make hers, so whenever I'm all out, I'm definitely going to go ahead and make hers. And I'll link the video down below. It's really fascinating. She's a beautiful woman. She just, you have got to check out her channel. She's wonderful. And she's very supportive and just, she's really nice. So definitely check out that video. And I wanted to remind you of that before I forgot. I will go ahead and I will check in about 4 hours. And as you can see right now, no creasing at all. Hopefully you could see that with this bad lighting here. I'm going to shut this off. See if you can maybe see that better. No creasing at all. So we're going to find out in 4 hours 4 or 5 hours if there's creasing. I figure if there's not creasing by then, there's probably not going to be creasing in 8 hours either. So here's hoping, right? So I will see you in 4 hours. Well, right now it is 6:06, actually 6:07, and it's been about 3.5, 4 hours, I would say. And as you can see, I know my eyeliner is a little bit messed up, but as you can see, I hope you could see this. There is no creasing. So, I mean, by now, if I didn't have an eyeshadow primer on, it would actually crease. I looked really close in the mirror, and there's nothing. I don't know if you could tell. I hope that you could tell. But, yeah, so, I mean, I pretty much would consider this test done. I think that using just the jumbo eye pencil and milk is something that's fantastic to use instead of an eyeshadow primer. I mean, I'm going to pretty much call this video done unless in another 4 hours or whenever I take off my makeup, something changes as far as if there's creasing or what. But I'm quite impressed, and that answers a lot of questions. I don't think that it's necessary to go ahead and spend $20 or more on an eyeshadow primer, considering you can get this for $4.49. And a lot of times this will even be on sale at Ulta for buy one get one 40% off or buy one get one 50% off. I don't know about the other bases, but I'm thinking as long as you go ahead and you use this and then you set it with an eyeshadow, it's just as good as an eye primer. And it makes sense to me because, you know, an eyeshadow primer, it's you might as well call it a cream because that's what it is. And this, same thing. This is a cream. So it's just in pencil form. So it only makes sense, and I'm so glad that I did this video, and I think this will help a lot of people save some money. There are just some things in makeup that is completely unnecessary to spend more money. I mean, really, whenever it gets right down to it, we all want to save some money. We all want to buy a little bit less, or even if we don't want to buy a little bit less, we can at least save some money, along the way. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any ideas, don't hesitate to contact me through Instagram or Twitter or comment below. I would really love to hear your guys' inputs on pretty much anything. So there you have it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.